Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going to dive deep into one of the most iconic pieces of modern US coinage, the Georgia 50 state quarter dollar, minted in 1999. This isn't just any quarter. It's part of the legendary 50 state quarters program, one of the most successful coin programs in US mint history. Over a decade, this series inspired millions of Americans to start collecting coins, maybe even people who never cared about coins before. The Georgia quarter, released in 1999, was among the very first 5 coins of the series. And trust me, there's a lot more to it than just peachy looks. We're going to cover the design, history, symbolism, minting details, errors, values, and collector stories surrounding this fascinating coin. So grab your coin albums or maybe check that old jar of change, because the Georgia state quarter might just be sitting in there, and you're about to learn everything you need to know about it. Part 1. Background of the 50 state quarters program. Before we talk about Georgia specifically, let's set the stage. In 1997, Congress passed the 50 States Commemorative Coin Program Act, which authorized the creation of a special quarter dollar series. The idea was simple but brilliant: honor each of the 50 states with its own quarter design, released in the order that the states joined the Union. The program ran from 1999 to 2008 and became wildly popular. In fact, the U.S. Mint estimates that nearly half of all Americans, about 147 million people, collected at least some of these coins. The very first quarters came out in 1999, featuring Delaware, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, Georgia, and Connecticut. So Georgia had the honor of being the 4th coin released in this groundbreaking program. Part 2, the Peach State. Why Georgia? Georgia, often nicknamed the Peach State, became the 4th state to ratify the U.S. Constitution, back in 1788. That's why it appeared 4th in the quarter program. Georgia is a state rich in history. It played a central role in the founding of the country, was part of the original 13 colonies, and is famous for its culture, agriculture, and influence on the South. The quarter's design reflects all of this, with deep symbolism that captures the state's identity. Part 3. The design of the Georgia quarter. Let's break down the design elements one by one. Obverse, front. Like all state quarters, the front features the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan. The inscriptions include United States of America, Liberty, In God We Trust, and the denomination, quarter dollar. Reverse, back. This is where things get interesting. The Georgia quarter features the peach, front and center. You'll see a ripe peach, Georgia's state fruit and the symbol of its nickname, the Peach State. The peach is a nod to Georgia's rich agricultural traditions. Live oak sprigs. Surrounding the peach are sprigs from the live oak tree. The live oak is the official state tree of Georgia, representing strength, endurance, and natural beauty. An outline of the state. Behind the peach, you'll see the geographical outline of Georgia. This immediately identifies the state and connects the symbolism directly to its land. The motto, wisdom, justice, moderation. Below the peach sits Georgia's state motto, which also appears on the state seal. These 3 ideals represent guiding principles for the state's citizens. Inscription. Around the border, you'll see the words, Georgia 1788, marking the year it joined the Union, and 1999, the year of the coin's issue. The design was created by T. James Farrell, an engraver for the U.S. Mint. Overall, the design combines agriculture, state pride, and symbolism into one compact coin, making it one of the most distinctive quarters of the early releases. Part 4, Minting and Production Details. The Georgia quarter was minted in 1999 at 2 main locations, Philadelphia Mint, P, Denver Mint, D. Later, collectors also got access to San Francisco Mint, S, proof versions, which came in both clad and 90% silver editions for special sets. Mintage numbers: Philadelphia, P 451 million, Denver, D 488 million clad proof, S 3.7 million silver proof, S 804,000. That means almost 1 billion Georgia quarters were struck, making them fairly common in circulation. Part 5, Errors and Varieties. Now, let's talk about something collectors love: errors and varieties. Even though the Georgia quarter had huge mintages, some error coins made it into circulation, and these can be quite valuable. Some known errors include off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned; clipped planchets, where part of the coin is cut off; double die obverse/reverse, where letters or designs look doubled; missing clad layer, revealing a copper core underneath; while most Georgia quarters are worth face value, error. Coins can fetch anywhere from $25 to several $100s, depending on rarity and condition. Part 6, Value and Collectability. So, what's the Georgia quarter worth today? Circulated examples, typically just 25 cents, since so many were minted. Uncirculated, mint state $1 to $5 each. Proof versions, $5 to $10 for clad, $10 to $25 for silver proofs bearers, $25 up to $500 plus, depending on severity. That said, the Georgia quarter remains popular among collectors, especially as part of the full 50 state quarters set. Part 7, Cultural Impact. Here's something fascinating. The Georgia quarter, and the entire state quarter program, brought millions of new people into coin collecting. Kids were saving quarters from pocket change. Families were filling up state quarter maps sold in stores. And people who never considered themselves coin collectors suddenly found themselves hunting for the next release. The Georgia quarter played a huge role in this phenomenon since it was part of the very first batch of coins released in 1999. Part 8, Symbolism Deep Dive. Let's go a bit deeper into the symbolism. The peach, beyond just agriculture, the peach symbolizes Georgia's hospitality, sweetness, and southern identity. Live oak sprigs. Oaks symbolize strength and endurance. In Georgia's history, the oak tree was often a gathering place for communities. Wisdom, justice, moderation. These ideals represent the state's philosophy, dating back to the Revolutionary War era. State outline. This gives the coin a geographic identity, reminding everyone exactly where Georgia is located. Together, these symbols tell a story of Georgia's culture, values, and place in America. Part 9. Fun facts about the Georgia quarter. It was the second coin to show a fruit in U.S. coinage history. After the pineapple on the 1927 Hawaiian commemorative $50, the Georgia quarter was released on July 19, 1999. In circulation, the peach is one of the most recognizable features of the whole 50-state series. Georgia's quarter was part of the first 5, which remain the most nostalgic for collectors who started back in 1999. Part 10. Collecting the Georgia quarter today. If you want to collect Georgia quarters, here are some tips. Look for uncirculated rolls or bags from the U.S. Mint, if you can find them. Get proof sets for higher quality strikes. Watch out for error coins in online auctions. Store them in a 50-state quarters folder or album, which keeps the set organized. Building a full 50-state set is a fun project, and Georgia is one of the keys to starting strong. Conclusion. So, there you have it, the full story of the 1999 Georgia 50-state quarter dollar. From its design featuring peaches, oak leaves, and state mottos, to its cultural significance and role in one of the most successful coin programs ever, the Georgia quarter is more than just pocket change. It's a piece of history, a snapshot of state pride, and a gateway coin that introduced millions of people to the joy of collecting. Whether you find one in your pocket, buy one in a proof set, or hunt down a rare error variety, the Georgia quarter is a must-have for any U.S. coin collector. So next time you see that peach on a quarter, remember, you're holding a piece of American history in your hands. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into the fascinating world of coins and currency.